Man, y'all know who that is over there, man. That's my partner in crime. Hey, y'all support the channel, man. You know, by grabbing a t-shirt, they're gonna go a long way to growing the channel, growing the business. You see Pops on crutches. We gotta get us in the studio. We gotta get us somewhere a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? So go on, cop you a shirt. Reach out to us, man. Support the channel.
I'm here to stand on business.
We gonna stand on this business, and if there's anything you particularly want to stand on, we can put it on the back of the shirt for you. This episode right here, before we shoot it, Pop, she talking about the little trend that they've been doing on TikTok where they say how they talking through it. And what they talking about is the things they be saying to a man, you know, when he up in that thing. But we going to talk about the flip side of why it is what it is. And we're going to let these two young women give us a great perspective that I tend to find on this right here. Because she stand on business. They both stand on business.
All these conversations regarding how to take a man through it, and it's what you say to him, talk him through it, and you're still the lowest paid group in the world. I am so sick of seeing women at the forefront of hypersexual conversations, but you're still the lowest paid group in the world. The babies are struggling and the babies are suffering. They're saying out of all the groups in the world, black babies are in the classrooms not knowing how to read or write because mama is too busy on TikTok giving tips and tricks on how to talk a man through it, but can't talk a man into marrying her. Can't talk her man into investing in her business. Can't even talk herself into investing in her own self, her own personal professional development, and can't even talk herself into taking care of and providing for her children. You have all the tips in the tricks on how to please a man in the bedroom, but that man that you're pleasing in the bedroom can't even please you financially and can't even please you at an altar to marry you. Can't even please you to take care of the kids that he gave to you. Can't even please you long enough to stay with you and actually commit to you. Can't please you and motivate you to go out there and make more money as a woman in a patriarchal world and society.
She lost me with that mess.
For black households is below 60K. So until we can figure out a way on how we can create more cash in these households and revenue build, I don't want to see any more videos from black women talking about how to talk a man through it when you can't even talk a man to secure the household and bring more cash in.
Emotional, damn it.
Now, I ain't gonna cap. She was going off. And I agree with 98% of what she said. The patriarchal mess lose me with that. I do feel like she kept putting so much essence on bringing in money. I kind of went to her page. Somebody said something like "talk to him, sis" or something. She was kind of rude and disrespectful. So she kind of rubbed me the wrong way with that. You ain't my sister. Thank God you ain't, because I don't want nobody to act like that nowhere around me. But I did agree with a lot of her points. But I noticed she kept doing the same thing though. You keep making everything also about money instead of who we picking. Now, I agree with 98% of what she said, but a lot of these problems is about who you picking. You picking a man that you knew wasn't going to commit to you, right? You picked a man who you already knew wasn't going to take care of them kids. That's where the problem lies at right there. But she right about everything else. She was spot on about everything else. And why I'm going to end it at for this right here is this part. That talk somebody through it just shows you just how left we getting in the world. When you got a trend on TikTok where women sitting up, basically looking at a camera, saying things that they say to a dude when he laying pipe. I'm trying to figure out what man want his future wife to have TikToks like that.
Here's my thing real quick though.
But she was right, but you ain't married.
When I moved a second ago, she kept it real. Just so all of these women, we covered this before. So we talking about, thank you, we talking about all of this moolah that you're supposed to be making, and she don't let it be known that while you got him all up in you, you still at the bottom of the totem pole. Hold on, don't miss what she said, which also means that if you're at the bottom of the totem pole, that means that you are below black men as well. I just want to bring that up. I'm going to leave it alone, keep rolling.
That is no lie. Next video.
Black women have the support of a massive group that participates in ratchet behavior and ratchet thinking. Now, white, Asian, and Hispanic, they got ratchet people.
They do.
You got to go away from the group to do that. They don't house you. They
Hold on
don't
there.
nurture that. The black community,
Ooh.
the massive group accepts it and nurtures it.
No lies told.
Backwards. Rather than sending the ratchets away,
Come on now.
the massive black groups bring the ratchets. There's a safe space for them.
For the ninjas.
Confronted, you look like the minority because you are the minority that confronts that culture, and they're the majority. This is the only group. This is the culture
That's facts.
where the ratchets has the power socially. The nerds, the high value minded people. When I'm talking about high values, I'm talking about pro-social values, generosity, respect, honor, faithfulness, kindness. I'm talking about community. The high values your way of being. The people like us, we in the black community are the rejects.
Facts.
In other groups, the ratchets are the rejects.
That's
In
facts.
other groups, that's for entertainment for them. They're going home doing the right thing. The smart people are elevated because they know you're the key to our progress. In our group, the smart ones are rejected.
Come on now.
You trying to oppress them? It's interesting. You're so backwards. You think we're trying to oppress you? We're trying to free you. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Let me be real quick. I ain't got a whole lot to say about this. But everything she was
Both of them.
Total 100, right?
Both of them.
Here's my thing. As she stated, it's amazing how we put a lot of value.
Are you gonna go on and say it in the bullshit? Oh, my fault. My bad. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
It's amazing how so much value, yes, sir. And it's amazing how we put so much value, as she said, on being ratchet. How we have taken and we popularized being ratchet. Because guess what? Because what it does is, you can say what you want to say, people can call it what you want to call it, but what it does is, it shows the mentality of the women because they put value in being 304s and woes and city girl, because they put value on that. In other communities, they don't put value on that. You can't bring that home to their daddies like that.
Nope.
No.
But they got a daddy at home, and now we got to go back to that. We ain't having these babies in two-parent households. Like she said, you talking a man through it, but you didn't talk him into marriage. You didn't talk him into no home before you had these kids. So see, that's why. Some of them going home, ain't no daddy to tell her, hey, don't walk outside like that. Don't wear that. You can't wear that. You ain't going to be out here wearing lipstick too early. You ain't going to be wearing makeup too early. And at the end of the day, that's why I'm with her. I don't want to hear nothing else about talking them through it. Because see, in our community, we done made everything dysfunctional the number one thing on the totem pole. Like she said, we got the only community where being a nerd, which me are both smart, right? Where being a nerd is looked down on. In every other community, that is looked upon. You are the man. You are the woman when you're smart. We the only people that be like, oh man, he's smart. That ninja think he better than us. She thinks she better than us. No, man, I'm just smart. That's all. I don't think I'm better than nothing. We still both black at the end of the day. That don't mean nothing. I just want something for my people. And I do not like that the most ratchet behavior, just like that trend. Why were black women at the forefront of talking through it? So knowing you the least married, the highest divorced, the least paid, the bottom of the totem pole right now, why are we talking? She said the average black household is 60K and under. Hell, I make more than that on my own.
Say it again.
That ain't got nothing to do with my why. Hell, I'm above that on my own. So come on now. We got to do better. So I don't want to hear you talking about talking nobody through it. What you need to be talking to is talk your ass into a marriage. That's what you need to be talking into.
Once again,
before you decide to have babies.
You got these babies. Why? You got all these babies and don't have no daddy. Why? We're going to call this what it is. because you want to be a 304. You want to be a whoa. You want to be a city girl.
I agree.
That's the reason why we have all of these babies.
You want to be ratchet, as the last young lady just said. That's exactly what you want to do.
That's it.
And then like the first one, you want to talk him through it.
And so that's my point. So you want to talk him through it. Why? Because you put more value
in how good he
gonna beat you down than what you do about how your kids turn out.
What kind of man he is, what kind of morals he got, what kind of integrity. You said about your kids. Can he teach your kids anything? Are they going to be coming up under a good father? You care more about how good he can sex you up. Like like Color Me Bad back in the day.
Color Me Bad.
You care more about that than what you care about how these babies going to be.
That's all you care about.
You want them to be raised in the same dysfunction that you came from. Hey, look, the definition of insanity used to leave on your voicemail all the time. It is doing the exact same thing, expecting different results.
What did Martin Lawrence say in the movie? Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. The team of me. See, when you out there being ratchet, it's all about you. See, when you making being ratchet popular in the community, see, that's all about you. That's not about the kids. I'm being real. That's not about building families, building wealth, building legacies. It's strictly all about you. It's not about anything else. And you so freaking dumb and crazy and stupid, I'm going to call it like it is real quick, and I'm going to leave my part alone. That the only thing you can think about is what goes between your legs. It shows, you can say what you want to say, get mad at me for saying this, but it shows how intelligent that you are not. And I'm done. And hold on. No, and I don't care how many degrees you got, how many accolades you got, how many positions you got. It still actually shows how intelligent that you're not when you out here being ratchet. Because guess what we realize? We realize that on all levels, levels of income, you're ratchet. You can call it what you want to call it, but it shows. Because you know what? Whether or not you poor, middle class, or rich, you all ratchet. Guess what? That's a horrible thing.
Me ending it is simply just saying, it's about how I feel. That's why they want to talk him through it. Because it's about how he making her feel. And then we'll deal with the consequences of this broken home later. But right now, he made me feel good. It's me and Pop. We over here on the couch. We over here on YouTube. We just tell it like it is on TikTok. Y'all come check us out.